I'm going to show you 3 dashboards that I created that I bet if you were to create for businesses or people, entrepreneurs around you and pitch it to them, you can start making money today. Whoever you're trying to sell to will buy anything if it saves them time or helps them more money, right? So how do I know this? Because someone reached out to me to buy one of the dashboards that I made, and I'll show you the whole process. 3 dashboards that I created are extremely useful for local community that I'm in, and I'm based in Hong Kong. Every year, the primary school admission is such a difficult time for parents to navigate all different schools. There's hundreds of schools, there's many different schemes, and one of those schemes is the DSS school, which are the subsidized school. Now, there are 21 schools in this, and it's such a complicated process that you have to track different deadlines. You have to see which school is good for you because some schools are only for Chinese speakers, others are not for Chinese speakers. Some have a lot of support for non-Chinese students. You get the idea, right? It's really stressful. So, to help myself, I created this dashboard and then I put it in a local WhatsApp group that I'm like my area's WhatsApp group for non-Chinese parents. And I got great feedback and how useful this was. And I started just following that trail and I was like, I'm gonna get good at creating dashboards that are really useful because it's bringing me a lot of inbound traffic. People are inquiring about my services. So why not? That's why I want to show you. Build something practical and people will want to buy it from you. Okay. So this is a dashboard. It's showing me all the deadlines. All I did was put in all the data that I could find from the Hong Kong Education Bureau and all the PDFs that I had. So I gave it a few different things that I want it to like put schools into different categories for different kinds of parents and people, guardians, and help me track it. Like how many schools have I applied to? When is the next round of application for a different school? Blah 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 blah. You get the idea. And then I turned it into an artifact and I got it published on Versal. And that's how I shared the link. If you want to know how to do that, let me know in the comments and I'll make a separate tutorial because in this one, I just want to focus on what's possible here, people. Like, mind blown. Please tell me I'm blowing your mind because I'm so proud of myself. This is the second dashboard that I created. And I had a baby 5 months ago, and he's 5 months old, like, duh, do the math. And one of the WhatsApp groups that I'm in was about the whole process of pregnancy and giving birth in Hong Kong as a non-Chinese speaker. A lot of people have repetitive questions about the hospitals and the birthing process and whether to go public hospitals or whether to go the private route, how much is the cost difference, and all of those really real questions that people are just Googling and asking in the group. And I thought, you know what? I'm super cool. Why don't I create something that is helpful? So I created this dashboard that breaks down the cost of giving birth in each of these hospitals by location and then dividing that into like, look at that cool name. Anyway, like separating the public hospitals from the private hospitals and the cost of it. And one of the most practical things is like, let's see, if you click on one of these hospitals, it shows you the address. You can like link it back to the main hospital website. You can show a Chinese speaking taxi driver the address. If you live in a place where you do not speak the local language, you need these taxi cards because let's say you are lost somewhere or your water broke. You're 9 months pregnant and you need to help in a taxi and tell them, take me to this hospital. They might not know the English name. So I thought this would be very useful and I added that in. And then all the cost breakdown, some general pros and cons of this hospital. And I thought it's such a useful resource to have. I would have loved to have this when I was pregnant the first time. Too bad I didn't have Claude in my life because I would have made this back then. Okay, the third dashboard is a grant radar. Now, my background is in academia and I used to be a university lecturer up until last year, and I took a break because, of course, I was having a baby, and I thought it would be a really good idea if I could create something that can help my fellow colleagues or ex-colleagues who are constantly busy looking for different funding for their upcoming projects. So, if you are a professor based specifically in Hong Kong, you know that all of these universities have their internal fundings, and then there's government funding, and then there are other funding bodies that you can reach out to get money for your project, essentially. And I've worked on multiple of these projects, and they have a very specific way of filtering through your grant proposals. So I thought, why not bring a lot of these opportunities into one place and their discipline in or their topic, and then they can see. They can click onto the official source of this funding opportunity, and then they can scroll through and see what opportunities coming up next, what are some of the ongoing timelines that they can like look into for their own research, and the latest kind of research proposals that have been granted funding, and just like a fit check, not like a fit check, but like a fit check whether their research matches that of the funding that is, like whether they're eligible for this specific kind of a grant. So these are just three things that I could come up with in my community. If you are serious about learning AI to better your life, to find a side hustle, to turn this into your main hustle, please practice this today. I'm saying this to anyone and everyone that I meet. Start playing with Claude. Like, play with it. Actually, play with it. Build some silly projects that are really fun for you to do. And if you realize that, oh, this is something I like doing, I spent hours turning this into something pretty. All of these dashboards, they looked hideous. If I can take you back to their initial, like the way that Claude spit them out to me initially, they were just hideous. And I played with them for hours and hours. You see this little light that's going around? Like when I hover, where are you? Don't embarrass me like that. Okay. So you see when I hover my mouse over it, you see this little light going around. I spent a good amount of time trying to explain this to Claude. Because I thought it would be so cool if like if someone's hovering over a play card, whatever this thing is called. Please let me know in the comments if you know what this thing is called. And I wanted I wanted some light to go around it. I thought that would look super techy and super cool. But please play with Claude, play with any other AI tool, and whatever you think like piques your curiosity, then just follow that. And if you have any further questions about how I made them, what were my prompts, anything, I'm very, very happy to share that with you. So I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you. Bye bye.